Do you know what it feels like to leave your home? Not just your house, but the streets you grow up on, the seasons that shape your childhood, and the culture that feels like your second skin. I will never forget moment I made this decision to leave Russia. I stood by my window. My heart was heavy, but there was also this teeny spark of hope. I was about to leave behind everything I knew for love. It sounds romantic, doesn't it? But the truth is, it was one of the hardest decisions of my life. And even now, there are days when I wonder if I made the right choice. Let me take you on this journey, my journey of leaving Russia for love. Growing up in Russia, every season told you a story. Winters were magical even when they were brightly cold. I remember waking up early to see the first snow of the year. The entire world would be blanketed in the white and everything felt peaceful, almost like time had slowed down. Spring was different. It felt like the world was waking up. The trees would start to bloom and the air smelled fresh and alive. Summer was short but filled with joy. Long days, warm nights, and love in the parks. And autumn, it was like a painting with golden leaves falling softly to the ground. But Russia was not just about nature, it was about resilience. Life wasn't always easy. The winters were harsh, the days could feel heavy, but we found joy in the small things. A hot bowl of borscht after a long day, sharing stories with the friends over tea. These simple moments made life beautiful. When I realized I would leave, it wasn't just excitement that I felt. There was this deep sense of loss. How do you say goodbye to a place that has been a part of you for so long? I thought about the streets I would walk 1,000 times, the small grocery store on the corner where the owner always greeted me with a smile, the park where I used to sit and watch the world go by, even the sound of the language, so familiar, so comforting, was something I knew I would miss. I asked myself so many questions. What if I don't fit in where I'm going? What if I forget what it feels like to live here? Will I still be me without Russia? The day I left was like living in slow motion. I woke up early, long before the sunrise. The air was little cold and the streets outside were quiet, almost as if the city itself knew I was leaving. I walked through my apartment, touching every little thing, my favorite books, the chair by the window, the teeny kitchen where I had made so many memories. I wanted to hold on to all of it, to take it with me somehow. Before heading to the airport, I took one last walk through the neighborhood. It was a sunny day. I went to my favorite spot in the park and just stood there, letting the memories wash over me. It felt like the city was saying goodbye. Leaving Russia was not just about leaving a place, it was about leaving a part of myself. I left behind the sounds of my childhood, the church bells ringing in the distance, the laugh of children playing in the snow. I left behind the flavors of home, the tender sweetness of Olivia salad, the comforting warmth of pelmeni on the cold nights. I left behind traditions that had shaped me, decorating the New Year tree, greeting with friends to celebrate Maslenitsa, the joy of festivals that brought everyone together. The way I could speak without thinking, knowing that every word would be understood. That sense of belonging is something I still miss every day. When I first arrived in my new life, everything felt so strange. The food tastes different, the streets looked unfamiliar, and even the air smelled foreign. I miss the little things that I had taken for granted, like the way the snow in Russia felt softer somehow, of the way the city lights sparkle at night during the winter. I miss hearing my language everywhere I went, the way people spoke with that unique Russian warmth and honesty. Even there were moments when I felt so lost, like I was floating between two worlds. I wasn't fully here, but I wasn't fully there. It was hard, but I kept reminding myself why I had made this choice. Over time, I learned something important. Leaving doesn't mean losing. Russia is still with me in everything I do. It's in the way I think, the way I cook, the way I see the world. It's in the stories I tell and the memories I carry. Even though I'm far away, Russia is a part of me that can never be taken away. And love, it's what gives me a strength. When I feel homesick, I remind myself why I left. Love is not easy. It asks us to take some risk, to step into the unknown, but it also gives something beautiful in return. Sometimes I think about what it means to call a place home. Is it where you were born? Is it where you live now? Or is something deeper? For me, home is Russia, but it's also the life I have built now. It's in the memories of the past and the dreams of the future. It is in the love that led me to live and the hope that keeps me moving forward. To anyone who has ever had to leave their home, I want you to know that it's okay to feel torn. It's okay to miss what you left behind while embracing what lies ahead. Russia will always be my home, no matter where I go. It's in my heart, it's in my soul, in everything I do. And even though I have left, it will never leave me. I wanted to share this story because I know I'm not the only one who has left their home for love, for dream, or for a better future. It's not easy, I understand. It's a journey filled with tears, doubts, and moments when you question everything. But it's also a journey that teaches you to appreciate what you had and to treasure what you have now. It's a reminder that even when you leave, you never really lose the place you came from. It stays with you, shaping who you are and guiding you as you move forward. Thank you for listening this story. If you have ever had to leave a part of yourself behind, I would love to hear your story in the comments. Let's remind each other that no matter where we go, we carry our roots with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories from my life. Until next time, take care and remember, home, it's not just a place, it's a feeling. Bye bye. Пока-пока.